Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm Trouble8385, welcome to YouTube Gaming Community. So let's start off with the topic for this video, and that is quite simply something everybody's talking about, and that is the fact that Atari has filed for bankruptcy. Now I know a lot of people are doing the gloom and doom, it's all over for Atari. Atari is one of those companies I just don't see ever going away, because the brand still means too much. It's an iconic brand that no matter what happens, somebody will take a chance because of the brand, because of what Atari means. Now listen, Atari filed for bankruptcy today. One way to separate itself from the parent company, which is Atari SA, which used to be Interplay Games. Now let's be honest here, Interplay, since they've had Atari, has completely screwed it up. They have no clue what they're doing with Atari, okay? Atari used to have the Dragon Ball license, they got rid of that, the Godzilla license. Every kind of game they used to make that sold decently, Interplay took it over and dumped it. They went towards mobile and online gaming with Atari. Now, why is the mobile, like iOS games have done really well, like Atari's Greatest Hits and stuff, Atari has learned rather quickly that in today's world, you can't just rely on the past. See, Atari is trying to get away from their parent company, and they have debt. And so one of the things that has freaked everybody out, as they pretty much said in all the articles that's being reported, is that Atari is also looking at selling its icon or its franchises that it has to get itself out of debt, to come back out and be new. And the problem with Atari to me is they have, they brought back all these old people from Atari's past, but the truth is Atari needs to look into the future. In order for it to look into the future, it needs new creative people to push that company to the future. I mean, the problem with a lot of companies we know growing up that they have is they get stuck with, we have to do these old games this way. They need to think about how are games made today? What do people want to play? If they don't think of that, they're going to continually fail. So again, I hope Atari comes through bankruptcy. I hope they don't lose too much of the iconic stuff we know, but I hope Atari comes back stronger. Or get bought out by a company that lets Atari finally grow instead of just be like, well, you're Atari, we just wanted the name in your library, so here you go. And that's what happened with Interplay. They wanted the name, they wanted the library, and they got it. And they really never did anything with it. So hopefully Atari can get it. Like, Atari was on the right track, by the way, with the mobile games. They were doing decent. So Atari just needs to get out of its debt and hopefully come out to, as a stronger company, hopefully. Maybe Atari is just one of those companies that's in the past and it'll never ever be profitable. It might just completely go under and change hands till it's already not the company you grew up with. So anyway, let's get to the videos of this video. And the first video I want to talk about is ReviewTechUSA. She's a gamer at 86 years old. He talked about a BBC video interview about a lady who, at 86 years old, still plays video games. And she's not playing like, oh, let's go play bowling or let's go play some kiddie game. No, she's playing games like Mafia 2. And I think one of the things that gamers get caught up in, and people in general about gamers, is gamers are not just a teenage kid. Gamers are a middle-aged man. It is adults, it is kids, it is women and men. A recent BBC story also came out saying that in the near future, they're actually expecting women to be the more dominant gamers than actually males over there. So the truth is, video games are diversified. They're not played by one group or one set anymore like it used to be. So the next video I want to talk about is Blunty 3000's handheld NES/Super NES console retro duo portable. This was shown at CES, where this video is recorded at, and this is Retro Duo's portable, which plays NES and Super NES games. This is not meant to be emulated. This is meant to play the games in their full entirety. So one of the games they show off in this is the Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. So if you're interested, go check it out. It looks really cool. Who doesn't want to have a portable system for the NES or Super Nintendo games? To me, that'd be cool. And the next video of today is OK Chief 420 game chasing with the Game Chasers in Austin, Texas. It's always great to see fellow YouTubers go out today, go hang out together in the community. In this case, it is OK Chief 420, it is the Game Chasers and the Messy Video Game Nerd. And you should just check out this video for the awesome retro video game store. And they have a lot of awesome old action figures and a lot of awesome video games. Talking about fellow YouTubers hanging out together, KidShoryuuken, who I talked about earlier today, his other video is that a heart off in your pocket, where him and a fellow YouTuber whose first name is Rob, his channel is in this video, his video to check out. go to Hard Off, and of course Hard Off is just an awesome video game place in Japan. If you've never seen it, check the video. Next up is 16-Bit Brothers. Meet the 16-Bit Brothers 2, some of our childhood favorites. So in this video, these four guys talk about their childhood favorites, and from like Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 1, Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo, you can go talk about Strider, and talk about a bunch of different games they grew up with in their memories. So if you love memory videos where people talk about their old video games, check it out. And next up is GirlGoneGamer. Perverted YouTube comments. So the point of this video is that she gets a lot of perverted YouTube comments to each one of her videos. Again, on YouTube, you kind of always get those stupid messages anyway, where someone wants to leave some comment, they think they're funny, or they just say something, think they're going to get people upset. But as a girl gamer on YouTube, it's always taken to another level, where it's almost guaranteed that these young guys or guys in general are going to leave stupid comments. And that was one of the points of her video. But the other point of her video was, if that video got 6,000 likes, she was going to put up a gaming set video, and that video actually got 10,000 likes, so she did put up a gaming set video. If you're interested, go check out this video, because in this video, while she's talking about, you know, the perverted comments, she's also playing Black Ops 2. Next up, HappyConsoleGamer's My Gaming Wonder Birthday. So January 13th was Johnny HappyConsoleGamer's birthday, which was actually 2 days before my birthday, and he had an awesome birthday. He talked about at a bar they had an Outrun 2600 anniversary party, which would have been cool to go to. But more importantly, right after his birthday, he got a package in the mail that he sent some of his game cases to the creator Wonder Boy, and he signed them, and he got them back right after his birthday, and that's really cool. Those are one of those things you get that you would never get rid of. They're kind of like a centerpiece that you kind of put in your display case you'd never want anybody to touch, because they're just so awesome, especially if you love Wonder Boy like he does. Not only did he get that from the creator, not only did he get a birthday card signed from the creator, but he also got, the creator also drew, you know, Johnny in this picture, and he also drew two of the characters from one of his favorite games, and that was Wonder Boy and Monsterland. Absolutely awesome thing to do. Again, the creator went way out of his way to do what he did, and it's really cool. It's one of those things, if you're a fan of a series and somebody does that for you, you'll never forget it. You're already a fan. You're just like a fan in another level when something like this happens. And the last video of the day is by Unleadedlogic. It is Gaming Collecting How Much is Too Much Open Tag video. So the point of this video for him was, he's been game collecting, you know, 2-3 years now, and he has like 2,000 video games. And he's wondering how much is enough. Because he's at the point now where he's never going to play, he's not sitting down and playing most of the games he has, and he's wondering how much, he has arcade machines and pinball machines, and how much is enough. First of all, as all of us as game collectors in general, or game guys who play video games, the first problem we have is room. You only have so much room wherever you live at for your video games. So at some point you're going to run into that wall, no matter what you want to do. As for me, I started playing video games with the Atari 2600. I played video games, I played computer games. I know a lot of the history of a lot of the games. To me, the history of the game, the time that game came out, I never see myself selling any of my video games again. Because during the PlayStation 2 era, when I had gotten rid of everything I owned besides the brand new games, I was miserable as a gamer. Now that I have a bunch of the old games, if I don't feel like playing a new game, I could pop in a Super Mario Bros. 3, I could pop in Legend of Zelda, whatever I want to play, and I'm actually more of a happy gamer now, you might say. I don't see myself ever getting rid of it. I see myself having to slow down because I run out of room eventually. I don't buy video games and say, oh, you know what, I'm going to play every one of these games right now or in the near. I buy these games because one day I'm going to sit down and I'm going to play that game through its entirety and sit there and see what the creator was intending with that game and how that game stood up to the rest of that generation. Did that game do something, maybe so rather small, that other games didn't do, that I thought, wow, that was awesome, or maybe had an awesome story or something like that. So that's what I do when I buy a game. And I do think some people run this wall where they're like, I'm going to collect every game for a system, or especially when you first get on YouTube, right? Maybe that first year, maybe even the second year you're on YouTube, you're excited about the community. You just go out and buy every video game you can find that you never played, and eventually you're like, you know, I'm not going to play these games. I don't like these games. Why did I get these games? And it's because you got caught up in the hype of the community, and eventually you'll see people sell off the parts of their collection or whole collections because they never liked it in the first place. They thought that's what they had to do because either they were excited about the community or they thought they had to do that to fit in. So guys, You want to leave a video response to this video, go to the video, leave a video response. So guys, that is all that I have for today. Community's done for today. I will talk to you guys all tomorrow.